Hello everybody, welcome to some more clan shit. I wanted to talk to my clan about trophies. Basically, there's some kind of misconception with the winning and trophies and all that stuff, that new players just love to win and love to go get them trophies, and that's great and everything. It's especially good if you're trying to compete with some of the higher players, but it's not good at first, and I'll tell you why. Because the lower your trophies are, since they are matched to your opponents, since they are matched to your opponents, that's how hard your opponents are going to be. So, the more trophies you get, the harder your opponents are. But the lower you keep your trophies, the less difficult they are to play against, which makes it great for farming and stuff like that. Basically, just the way you can lower your trophy count is you can always stick your town hall outside of your walls of your base, and that will lead people, it'll open to attacks, and what will happen is they'll attack and they will take trophies from you, lowering your trophy count, therefore lowering the difficulty of your opponents. That's one thing about trophies. So I just wanted you guys to know that. So sometimes it's better just to get in, get out, when you attack, and not even get trophies. Just take resources. And that's why I want to talk to you about throwers, and why throwers are the single greatest player in the game. They're the only self-sufficient player, really. So I'm going to show you why, and I'm going to show you some good, decent farming tactic here too, if I can. So I'm going to choose a base. I'm going to choose a base solely on how much resources they have and where they have put them. So when you have a base, you don't want to put your storages or your collectors close to each other. You want to spread them out as far apart as you can. That way, by keeping them protected though at the same time, because it makes it harder for people to get to your resources. They have to throw out more troops. They have to try harder. It's just more difficult. So none of these bases are good. Looking at the 550 resources. Okay. And this is what I'm talking about. You have to be patient. You have to be patient when farming, when you using throwers to their potential. It just takes some time. All hunting takes time and patience. And my players, there we go. See, my player's really low level. It's at level 6. This is the old clan, White Trash. But look at this, they got a lot. And now look at this, see? They got there. Look at that. Down hall. Nothing really protecting these collectors. And collectors are, I gotta tell you, they actually hold more for the bang. Because trying to get to these storages over here, you're gonna have all kinds of problems. But trying to take these, this is why throwers are the single most important player in the game. I'm going to drop them off, and I'm going to see if anybody hits me. I don't think they'll be able to. And I'm only going to drop off just a few. And I want to try to keep them spaced out. The bunch in the middle was an accident. Let a few more out there. A few more. Fuck it. They're only like 32, 34 elixirs a piece. I mean, that goes up as you get up in higher levels. And but for that price, I mean, come on, you can 20 of them out there, it ain't going to cost you much. And what you want to do is you want to make sure you can see you can't really see it on the video, but they're just going up and up and up and up and up, up, up my resources. And I only use throwers. So basically, as long as I get over 300 or 3,000 elixirs, I paid for my troops, and plus, I got my electricity too, and If you can get a trophy and you want trophies, go ahead and you can get those too. If you can do it with just these troops, but once you start going in for the bang, trying to get all 3 stars every time, you end up spending more money on your troops and getting less resources to spend on upgrades, which makes you stronger. You know, which basically is going to make you better. And here's the simple mathematics: profit. So I'm full, and I will have, you know, surpassed what it cost me to attack this base. I like to use a few giants usually too, just because they soak up some hits. Just needs like 3 of them, and then a bunch of throwers. It's a good tactic. I hate it when it does that. So I have 1 left. It hasn't been shot down. And this single one, if I could get more resources, but I'm maxed out, would just sit there and plink, 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 and plink away at these resources here. It would and make me bank, and then I go back and I upgrade, and I come back and I do it again. Another good thing about it, guess what? They're already ready to go by the time I get back to my base. You know, their creation time is really low, so I can keep doing this all day. The only problem is upgrades take time, so that kind of makes it a little more difficult. But this is why throwers are the single most important part of this game. The greatest players are just self-sufficient. They shoot at a distance. They you know, if you could get them between the attack radiuses of the defensive towers, then you can just sit there with 1 or 2, 3 of them and just get money. So that was one thing I wanted to show you. And some people disagree with me, but profit-wise and math-wise, it adds up. So, you know, my phone's probably going to die here soon. Now, this doesn't work for higher levels. As it gets higher, it gets a little harder to get the resources. So there's different tactics for that. But anything, you know, anybody that's like lower than level 70 or something, I think is good to go with this tactic. And you just have to search for bases and find that guy that decided, or girl that decided to put that those resources all together and without protection, just the collectors. Don't worry about the storages right now. All right, everything else here. Oh. Nope. Don't look like I have anything else written down on this, so okay. I did want to say one more thing. I want you guys to understand why we lose at war. And it's not because of anything anybody does. It's because the lowest level of clan that's involved in war is, I mean, they're like at 100. And we are a very low level clan. So we are going to lose every time we go to war. In fact, they're not even going to attack us because they're just going to go around us because they're not going to want to waste the time. So just remember that. It's mostly practice until we get up to about a level 100. So we just go and we practice, we do it, and then, you know, we know we're going to lose, but we still get experience out.